What's going on, everybody? This is Stealth Monster again. Thank you for joining me once again. For you those who already have watched the first video or who are newcomers, welcome. This is finally my second video. I know I told you it was going to take a little bit more time, and I was actually still healing from my shoulder surgery and everything. Just making sure I was actually physically good enough to actually be able to do this kind of stuff again. I'm getting to the point of being able to do it again. I'm not trying to do too heavy of stuff, anything like that. What we are going to do today, we are actually going to kind of do a little jerry rigging here. As you see right there, the hanging down piece of metal, most of you might know, most of you might not, it is a gas tank strap. As of knowing that this is an older truck, it's a 1999, more likely with the going through the years and stuff like that, and not being able to, it hasn't been really taken care of that well on body works or the small stuff, anything like that. Knowing I'm in Michigan, it is definitely the snow. It's not really the snow, but the salt and everything is definitely eating it away. I mean, if you would have seen the last video, I don't think I showed you that. But as you can see, this baby's got quite a bit of rust going on. I will tell you, more likely the frame is, I'm actually very surprised. It is basically practically brand new. It looks exactly like it should have. No rust whatsoever on it. I mean, other than that, some other components are kind of rusted out, but not exactly. Other than that, like I said, we're kind of just jerry rigging here a little bit, just because, I mean, this is for some people out there that don't exactly know or don't exactly have the money for new parts like that, because the thing about it is those gas straps that are on this specific type of truck, maybe most other cars and trucks anyway, they actually go for around $50 a pop. So each strap is about $50 or more, really depending on what kind of car, vehicle. Like I said, on this brand, or like on the 96 Christine, she so far actually haven't had to do that. She's been taken care of quite a bit, so I'm probably not gonna have to deal with changing those out or jerry rigging them anytime soon. But other than that, here we go. Steve here, the 99. Like I said, he got rusted out. Wasn't the best taken care of. I mean, it used to be my grandfather's truck. I mean, it definitely does have its qualities. As you see here in the back too, I definitely ended up getting a rust-free outer on the front fenders. I'll probably end up doing another video on that, hopefully within the next month or so. Hopefully I'll be able to get them done, if I'm healing up good enough, or if I go back to work, stuff like that. Well enough, this truck actually, like I said, is a 1999. Used to be my grandfather's. The front end ended up going out, so my dad ended up buying it from, and then next thing you know, I bought it with my dad after the front end got redid. This truck actually has almost 123,000 miles. Most people would think, actually most people know, that is actually really low miles for a 1999. Most people don't exactly think about the value of it. Yeah, the rust is kind of bad on the body, but other than that, I mean, it holds its value, especially because the frame is like brand new. Mechanically, it runs perfectly fine, and it's got 123,000 miles on it. So other than that, the value on it is decently high, but not insane. Other than that, let's get into it here. So basically what I did, ended up going ahead and doing it before I ended up doing the video. For one, what you want to get, you're going to get a bolt like this, which is actually going to be right there. Well, this is what I kind of went for. I went for a 1/4 20 by 1 hex. Other than that, then you're going to want the 1/4 by 20 hex nut. Like I said, I really just went for this because I thought, I mean, that's a decent size nut and bolt and everything like that, that actually would fit. Like I said, I ended up going with myself, making the hole. Unfortunately, I did try it once already. The rust was just a little too bad on it. Like I said, this is just really a jerry rig until I can get the money to actually replace the full thing. Of course, as you can see, I didn't want you to see my stupid little mess up or stuff like that. I mean, this ended up getting caught, and the drill ended up getting with it pretty good, so it ended up kind of spinning it. So hopefully the last technique shot I had is actually going to be okay with my body. So I mean, other than that, I mean it happens sometimes. You're inside of doing mechanics and stuff like that. I mean, you're gonna sometimes you're gonna get hurt or something, or some things happen. I mean, it's not no biggie. Just man up and get through it, you know. I mean, it goes, it happens, everything like that. So what we're gonna do, like I said, already went ahead, did the holes, everything like that, made sure it fit, which of course it perfectly fits through. Oh, so what I'm gonna do here, you want to of course make sure it fits. I mean, it goes right through. Not gonna have to worry about it freaking falling through. You don't really need a washer or anything like that. Want to put your nut on there just so you don't lose it. Like I said, the first hole I tried to put, you can see all the rust right here. I tried to put it through a little bit further down, but it kind of just deteriorated itself as it's doing for the rest of it. Really, if you want to, best thing for this that I'm using anyway, I mean, it's just something that I have laying around, or I got my buddy that's using it, because I mean, sometimes you don't have the money for good tools and stuff like that, so you have to borrow some. It's perfectly okay to borrow some. What we're going to do is 7/16 there. That's going to be for the bolt, for the nut side. You're just going to hold that down, and if you want, make it a little easier, get yourself a, I mean, you don't have to, but I mean, you can get ratchet wrenches or anything like that. But I mean, to be honest, sometimes it's easier to use a compact and stuff like that. I mean, everything's easier when you don't have to do as much labor or anything like that. These hex bolts and nuts, along with what I call really just stronger chicken wire, I guess you can say. Not really, probably called something else, definitely. These you could definitely get at your local hardware store. I got these two at O'Reilly's. Of course, I mean, I could go to O'Reilly's for basically everything I possibly can get or do for my trucks or anything like that. I've trusted them more with so many things and everything like that. Hopefully, if I ended up buying enough stuff and stuff like that, and hopefully they'll be able to help with maybe sponsorship. Maybe it might be possible, maybe not. Who knows? I mean, you never know what happens. I mean, you still got the future to come, everything like that. What I used a 1/4 drill head, drill bit, something like that, whatever, drill head, and crap like that. So as we're gonna try to get over here, grab our tools, everything like that. What I did also, I ended up cutting. I mean, it doesn't need to be precise, but at least it's tight enough to the point where it holds your gas tank up instead of just looking at it and just dealing with it just falling on the ground or just laying on the ground. I just actually ended up having to do kind of something like, well, basically exactly like this to my sister's 2010 Dodge Ram. They actually ended up having a recall on the gas strap, which really, in all, with that gas strap, it wasn't really even a gas strap. As you can see, I've shown you before, this is all rusted out. This kind of thinned out, so I had to go a little bit further in. Like I said, I already did the holes. What you see up there, you see the little hole right here. That's where the side that I had, the smaller part, will go in and slide in. Basically what happened on my sister's truck, like I said, I basically had to do the same thing, was this lower part right here, basically where it locks in with it, it ended up rusting out and it just fell off. So next thing you know, my sister's gas tank in the front up here was just hanging down to the ground. Lucky enough, I know my stuff about this stuff, and she asked me to help out. I mean, shoot, sometimes you gotta make a little extra cash too. I mean, definitely don't prefer doing it with the full tank. Definitely not, because she ended up having a full tank in her truck, and definitely was not fun at all. Other than that, like I said, I will be honest, this isn't that hard of a job. You just got to make sure, definitely biggest thing you want to have is a jack or something close to that. If you don't have very much fuel in it, maybe a jack stand just to hold it up. I mean, you got to think about it. You want to try to get as tight as possible. This is going to be kind of hard because it's been so bent for so long. But other than that, it'll help out for now. I might have to. I don't know. I might have to end up doing that sometime soon. I don't know if it's going to end up breaking, if it's going to end up finally giving out. Like I said, I mean, this is probably the only thing on this truck that's kind of gone worse. Really, I mean, like I said, this frame is actually kind of like almost brand new. I mean, it might look like there's some surface rust or anything, but it's really just dirty from I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, dirt and everything like that. But other than that, I'll definitely show y'all how to do this. What I completely forgot, give me 1 second, I gotta get the other bolts for the other side. Don't want to forget those. Definitely don't. Like I ended up saying, you can use a, what was it, a 7/16. I mean, that's what I used. I used, get a 1/4 inch tip. And these bolts and nuts are a quarter by 20 by 1 for the bolt, and then 1/4 by 20 for the what is it, the nut. Other than that, like I said, this is the piece, like I was saying. Of course, you can see, like I was talking about with the stuff up here, it locks in, basically goes up and it locks itself in. So you don't have to worry about that. Basically, I mean, other than that, I mean, yeah, this definitely has a lot of wear and tear on it. It definitely deteriorated itself from the years of salt and everything. And I think it's been like this for a couple years now, maybe more. Other than that, I mean, it's just, for me anyway, it's, I've been kind of doing quite a bit of work on this truck since I've gotten it. I ended up moving to Georgia after I graduated back in 17. Yes, I know, I definitely sound a lot younger than I am, or anything like that, but other than that, back in 2017, I ended up graduating. And then after I graduated, like probably a week, 3 days after our graduation party, it was probably 2 weeks after I actually graduated, I actually ended up moving to Georgia. And other than that, I loved it down there. Definitely plan on moving back when I can in my lifetime. Probably going to be in the next couple of years, maybe. I don't know. I mean, financial issues. I mean, that's the biggest reason why I had to come back. I had financial issues. Couldn't find a better job down there. Best I could. I mean, I was in a grocery store. Because, I mean, I had sales experience and stuff like that. But, other than that, I don't plan on ever going back to sales. It was a grocery store. I don't plan on ever going back to that. I definitely was something that most people liked about me. I mean, I was always the nicest person there, and then everybody was like come in and be like, "Hey, where's this so and so at? I mean, he's the nicest guy ever. I like you know, I mean, he's a nice guy and everything like that. I like him as a service and everything like that. He definitely shows us where it needs to be, where everything is, where I need to be." And other than that, I mean, they just, I mean, I'm not very a communicative person. I'll be honest with you. I mean, like I said, this is my second video. I'm actually trying to get to the point of trying to get over the, what is it? What do they call it? I don't exactly know what they call it, but it's like, I guess you could still say shy. I guess I've always been shy. I definitely don't talk much. If I really need to talk, I will. But other than that, I mean, it's like I don't really talk much at all. People wonder, it's like, dude, why don't you talk much at all? I mean, you definitely seem like an outstanding guy. I mean, it's just, I don't, unless you show me a reason to talk to me, or if you actually want to talk to me. So I don't really have very many friends or anything like that. I do have some friends, and they're close friends, and they're kind of friends that became close, basically like family, I'd say. Other than that, it's like, I don't really talk to many people. I don't really care to talk about many people, but like I said, it's a little easier to use stuff like this. I mean, it's a lot easier, like as you can see. I mean, we might have to check here for a second. We're gonna lower it down, see how much of good well it does. Definitely not a place I want to go. I mean, definitely don't want that hanging down, but I'm gonna have to do that. And as you see, yeah, it works pretty well. I mean, definitely something I would suggest to do for a temporary replacement. Other than that, it's like, I mean, it's definitely a good thing. This stuff is very strong. My dad actually showed me how to do this. He actually did it on his truck. He's got a '06 Dodge Ram. Yeah, I'll tell you right now, we're Dodge family. I'll tell you that. I mean, I love Dodge. I love the second gens. I basically love every Dodge that's out there. I want to try to at least get later in life, trying to get, it'd be nice to be able to get to the point of affording something better. I mean, I actually ended up talking to a guy and making a new friend the other day, a few days ago, about maybe a week ago. He actually had a newer Ram, and he ended up telling me, well, you definitely need to hold on to these ones, because these ones are probably the best you can get because they're so simple at working on, compared to the newer ones and everything like that. The newer ones literally are just so, the electronics has definitely gotten into all of them. So it's like, other than that, like honestly, he told me to the point of, hey, honestly, it's so stupid that these newer ones, you literally have to reset 5 of the 8 PCMs in the truck just because a turn signal went out. And I was shocked. I mean, him telling me that you literally have to reset 5 of the 8 PCMs, and knowing that there's 8 PCMs in those newer trucks, it's just insane. I mean, honestly, I love the looks of those newer trucks and all of that, but it's just, if you're going to try to tell me that much electronics have gone into it, it's just, it's not 100%. I don't know if it's my style anymore. I mean, other than that, I mean, I definitely do plan on putting something better in the 96. As I haven't showed you very much of it, but I definitely got the red and black vibe going on. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that's probably the only colors I can possibly close to see, because I actually kind of am to the verge, or basically already am at the verge of, I went colorblind. I used to be able to see most of the colors. I only just usually got blue and purple mixed up. But next, you know, it got worse gradually, unfortunately. But other than that, I actually just ended up redoing the hood. As you can see, it's probably not the best job. I mean, this is definitely another project right here. The grill and crap is kind of and stuff like that. But other than that, I just ended up redoing the hood. When I first got this truck, the hood was actually fully sanded down. Or it was half sanded down, my bad. It was half sanded down from the last guy who had it. And I had to do something about it. I ended up, the day of my graduation, I actually spray painted the truck black with the red stripe down the middle. And I mean, I know it wasn't the best job. It was, like I said, it's just spray paint. But through the past year and a half now, since it's been done, all the washes and stuff like that, it just blew all the spray paint away. All that spray paint just washed away like it was nothing. You could literally rub your finger across it and your finger would just be completely black. Like, that's how, I mean, honestly, I'd be like, just stick to certain things with your spray paint and everything, because some things will, some things won't stick, some things will, some things won't look bad. I mean, at first, when that first got done, it definitely it looked good. But the problem with it, I mean, like I said, spray paint, so it ended up, what was it? It ended up just wearing away, basically. Other than that, this time, actually, I'll show you right here. That this time I was just, you know what? I saw this at the store. So you know what, bed liner? Yeah, why not? Got another can of red spray paint so I can do the middle. Like I said, it's not the best job. It definitely looks a lot, 3 times better than what it used to. Like I can definitely tell you right now, it definitely looks a lot better than what it used to. And especially before I did this, the last one when it was faded away, it definitely looked like crap, to be honest. Other than that, I mean, I definitely, just in general, this truck just gets so much looks to it. And you could definitely tell. I mean, yeah, it's got some wear and tear on it. It's got rust on it and everything. It's got some dents in it. I mean, what you got to think about it. That's a 1996 Dodge Ram 1500. Yes, I can definitely tell you right now, no, you can never have too many lights. If that's what you're thinking, you can never have too many lights on the front. Yes, I do got to take a couple pairs of those off, but no, you can never have too many lights. Other than that, I mean, like I said, it's a 1996 compared to 1999. 1999 definitely looks a lot worse than it, because, I mean, you got to think about it. This is actually the definition of taking care of your stuff. I mean, this truck has been in Michigan most of the time that I know of. I know the guy who built the truck, who put the leveling kit on it. I know the guy who had it after him. Other than that, it was definitely a really good truck. It was a good truck to them. It's been a good truck to me. There definitely is some work that needs to be done on it, but it's just been taken care of to the point where you look at that rust to it. Yeah, you can see it on a little bit on the, just a little bit on the rear wheel well. You can see the little bit on the door right here. And then of course the rockers, of course, they're gonna go. Unfortunately, the front fender right here, it's kind of dented in, and the rain's got to it. So other than that, it's like that's starting to barely rust. I really want to get it fixed whenever I can. I do know a good shop. I definitely recommend them. My sister's truck, 2009 Ram that I was talking about earlier, they actually got theirs redone, and they cost $2,200 but I mean, it's a 09. The whole rockers were gone, everything like that. The rockers were gone, some of the wheel wells were gone, but I mean, $2,200, that's a pretty good price for all the rust completely. Now I talked to them over the phone. They ended up saying something, probably a quote about $1,500 to what it sounded like, which I can understand that, because I mean, the only thing that's basically wrong with this truck is exactly what I pointed out, especially the rockers are the biggest point. I mean, unfortunately though, I do have a small other problem. As you can see right there, the front of the frame on both sides, I don't know what happened, but unfortunately they look like that. I don't know why, but I mean, I guess that'd be part of it. It's not gonna be too bad. You try to quote me about $1,500, which isn't bad at all. Might be a little bit higher knowing that the frame and everything. This is also probably, I think it's more likely fixing the dents too. And basically, I mean, what they're going to do, they're going to basically take the bed liner, make it look like what it looks like right now. Definitely look a little bit better because, you know, rust, of course, and stuff like that. It's basically, they'd probably end up having to get a little repainted right there and in the back and everything. But I do, and if you are wondering, I mean, you could probably tell by now that those are actually 35-inch tires. They're 35-inch Milestar. They're Patagonias. They are a mud tire. I ended up getting these tires with my tax money. Of course, I mean, what kid wouldn't get their freaking 35-inch tires with their tax money? I mean, unfortunately, what I definitely need to do, I do plan on putting a bigger lift on this truck. I mean, at least trying to lift up the front end a little bit. It's kind of tearing up and stuff like that. I had to, unfortunately, ended up cutting the fender right there, but it still rubs a bit. Like I definitely said, we definitely have a lot more I need to do on this truck. Yeah, I actually keep on noticing how bad this is getting. There's a lot more that I definitely need to do on this truck. I need to get this rust done. I don't know when that'll be. I'll probably end up, I don't know when, but I'll probably end up doing a body lift. I was told by a friend they're just taking like, honestly, you can take a like a hockey puck or something, or just get the whole thing. I mean, I want to put a 6-inch lift kit on it, but that's a little pricey, and I don't have that in my budget right now. Maybe later in life or something. At least get this freaking front end lifted up a bit more. Definitely needs some love to it. I need to redo the whole front end. The front end's been a little cranky with me since I got back from Georgia. I mean, that's what you gotta think about it. I mean, it's Michigan, so potholes they're not your friend. They definitely aren't your friend. It's messed up my stuff. My right side actually is the tire's kind of angled inwards at the top, so it's a little, it's more of ball joints. I had to replace the ball joints, but after alignment it'll definitely straighten out. I already had one alignment done, but the ball joint ended up popping out, so I had to redo it at least 4 times now. This one actually I just put in, I haven't had any problems with it. I think it's just because the last ones were kind of a little iffy with it. I mean, but you gotta think about it. That's why you want to kind of go for the lifetime warranty stuff. So you have that stuff, so you just go in, hey, here's that part, can I get another one so I can try it again? Oh, sure. Because I mean, if a ball joint pops out, you have to replace it, because I mean, it could be the ball joint that's the problem, that's why it's slipping out, or I mean, let alone if it slips out, it's basically damaged as is. Other than that, like I said, we definitely have a lot more stuff I'm going to be doing to both of these trucks. The 99, I mean, I don't exactly know. Like I said, it's got 123,000 miles on it for a 1999. So really, to me, there's nothing wrong with the engine. There's nothing wrong with the transmission, anything like that. It runs perfectly fine. And I really just use it as my go-to, my extra, stuff like that. So, but I mean, I don't want to get rid of it from sentimental value, as long as, especially at the same time, because I love my second gens. I love having 2 of them. It's nice having 2 trucks and stuff like that, just in case. This one is 4x4, but that one, definitely you could probably think about it, thinking, yes, it's 4x4, but it's actually two-wheel drive. Like most everybody thinks it's a 4x4 just because of how much it's lifted, but like I said, it's on a leveling kit right now. It's a 2-inch in the front, 3-inch in the back, everything like that. Definitely, like I said, I definitely plan on putting a 6-inch lift kit on it whenever I can. I mean, I almost got a truck down in Georgia. Almost sold this and got a white one. It was a 97 for $2,000 bucks. A 6-inch lift. It was nice, so nice. And it's just like, if you go down south, people will say, I mean, the price is lower down there, because I mean, yeah, think about it, the income down there is a lot higher, everything like that. So I mean, or just because someone bought a new car and they just don't want this one no more. Other than that, so yeah, I could have got a good price on it. I was pretty upset that I wasn't able to get it, because the guy who was going to buy mine ended up backing out. If you see right there, Christina Beast, go to her Instagram, like it up there. Definitely wants her attention. She loves her attention. She can never get enough of it. I mean, look at this. Look at this girl. She's just, you might just look at the rust, but you don't even, she just looks so good already. You don't even notice the rust. People don't even care about how much rust there is, because honestly, especially up here in Michigan, you don't see this little rust on these 90s Dodges and stuff like that. I mean, most of the time you'll either see something like the 99 here, where the fenders are completely shot, the rear end, the bed's completely shot. The doors on this one it's not as bad on this side, but the other side is pretty bad. The rockers on this one ain't as bad as the black one, but they're still, I mean, you gotta think about it. White, I don't really like white vehicles that much, just because of this purpose, this reason, because of, I mean, if you live somewhere with salt, you better hope you can take care of your car, because especially if you got a white one, it will rust out like this if you don't take care of it. Now, I mean, black one, you definitely is also is definitely something you need to take care of, and no, you can definitely tell, kind of, but other than that, it's you just gotta think about it. I mean, just take care of your cars, man. I mean, you take care of it, they're gonna last forever. I mean, these trucks have been making it. This one, I mean, this one was just drove to work it back from my grandfather, so that's why it's only got 23,000 miles. That one, it got swapped out. The guy who I knew that built it, he swapped the engine out at 212,000 miles. He put something different in it, which is a lot nicer, because it has a lot more power and a lot more torque, and I love it more than anything, because I'll be honest with you, going from that one to this one, you feel like you're a grandma. This one's completely bone stock. There's nothing done to it. Yeah, parts are replaced, but it has no performance parts or anything. It's bone stock. Compared to that one, where I don't exactly, it's still a 318. It definitely is cool. Actually, I'll show you here for a second. The big thing I like about it, look at that, like I said, I got the Hemi look going on. The red and black, I love my red and black. I definitely, like I said, I definitely want to probably put something different in it later on. I'll definitely end up probably trying to save up money in my lifetime. Try to, yeah, wear and tear, stuff like that. But I got my 12s back there, everything. I definitely do, for my dream, to be honest, my dream, I kind of want to put a Hemi in it. But I don't know if I want to go for the newer one, just so I can get a lot more power and stuff like that. Or if I want to go for the older one to the point where, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you go for the classic and stuff like that. I will promise you, the engine bay definitely was a lot cleaner than this before I went down to Georgia. Because, I mean, sure, you go down to Georgia, you find a good spot like I did. It's got a, it's a little park, has its own little, mud pit, you gotta say. But, I'm gonna try to clean it the best I can. It's kind of hard to, unless you have the right stuff for it. Like I said, the Hemi version, you can't really see it. If you can, anyway, I mean, I can't really see it that well, but unless I clean it off. But on the covers here, they're actually black and red as well. The block is also, I think the block is actually also red. More likely the guy who I know that built it, he actually ended up, I think he ended up painting it red. So he made it look good. Now you can't really see it because it's kind of dirty and everything. Other than that, I mean, definitely plan on in my lifetime getting these definitely to the form of glory they deserve. Definitely getting all the rust done, getting all that stuff done. But other than that, I think I'm gonna end it there. I definitely do and will appreciate all of y'all for going on along with me with my journey and everything. And y'all definitely be able to see all the progress and everything like that with both of these trucks. And you'll definitely see how well they'll definitely come together. Definitely look better in the year, especially this one, especially the other one with the rust. I do plan on getting the rust done. Hopefully I'll be able to get back down to Georgia and live down Georgia for hopefully in the next couple of years or so. Maybe not, I don't know, depending on how financial stuff goes. But other than that, it was definitely going to be a fun ride for us. Like I said before, it's also going to be, when I get the chance to, I am probably going to get a chance at getting my friend's gaming computer. He's going to sell that to me. I'm going to try to get it from him, and then also get a capture card, everything like that, just so I can also start off the gaming part of this channel as well. I definitely will switch back and forth when I actually have the money to do stuff to these, when I have time to play video games or something like that. Hopefully I'll be able to get stuff for video games so I can stream it and everything like that. I'll definitely keep y'all with me and everything like that, so y'all be able to see everything that goes on with these two, with everything else. I'll definitely keep y'all updated on all the things going on in my life, or anything like that, I mean, I won't get too personal with it, but I mean, definitely if I end up something happening and I'm not able to make videos, I'll definitely let y'all know. Other than that, I'm more likely going to cut it off right there. So if you would, please smash that like button, subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. Thank you. Bye.